This is the Luxor, a billion-dollar pyramid rising out of the Las Vegas desert. At night, a beam of light shoots straight into the sky, so powerful it can be seen from miles away. It looks like something futuristic, almost unreal. But behind that image is one of the biggest design failures in Vegas history. And what went wrong here is way worse than it looks. The idea that changed everything. When the Luxor opened in 1993, it wasn't just another hotel. It was a statement. A $375 million gamble that Las Vegas didn't have to be just casinos and gambling. It could be something else, something immersive, something closer to a theme park than a resort. The vision was simple, but bold. Turn Vegas into an experience. Make it feel like stepping into another world, not just walking into a building, but entering a story. And for a moment, it worked. Families came, tourists flooded in. People weren't just staying at the Luxor, they were exploring it. But that success didn't last, because the idea was never the real problem. The execution was. A design that looked incredible, but didn't work. From the outside, the Luxor is iconic. A giant black pyramid, a massive sphinx guarding the entrance. A design so unique that it instantly became one of the most recognizable buildings in Las Vegas. But inside, everything started to fall apart, because pyramids are not meant to be hotels. Rooms didn't have straight walls, they slanted inward. Furniture didn't fit properly. Space was wasted in ways you couldn't fix. And the deeper you went inside, the more obvious the problem became. This building wasn't designed for comfort, it was designed for impact. And those two things don't always work together. The elevators that shouldn't exist. To solve the pyramid problem, they created something unusual. Elevators that don't go straight up, they move diagonally. They follow the shape of the pyramid. At first, that sounds impressive, futuristic, even cool. But in reality, it made everything more complicated. Maintenance became harder. Repairs became expensive. Breakdowns became more frequent. Because the more unique something is, the harder it is to keep running. And in a place like Las Vegas, where everything depends on efficiency, that's a serious problem. When more became too much. The Luxor didn't just commit to its theme, it overloaded it. Inside the hotel, there were full attractions. Boat rides through an indoor Nile River, mechanical animals, replica tombs, massive themed environments. It wasn't just a hotel, it was a full experience. But here's where things started going wrong. All of this took time. Time to move around, time to reach your room, time to navigate a space that wasn't built for speed. And in Vegas, time matters. People don't want to spend an hour just getting to their room. They want convenience, speed, access. The Luxor gave them spectacle, but not efficiency. The moment it started breaking. At first, the problems were small. Things didn't work perfectly, but they still worked. Then things got worse. Elevators began breaking down. Water issues started appearing. Parts of the structure required constant maintenance, and the cost of running everything kept increasing. But the biggest issue wasn't technical, it was financial, because the Luxor attracted visitors, but not the right kind. The hidden problem, no one expected. The Luxor brought in crowds, families, tourists, people who wanted to explore, but not gamblers. And that's a problem in Las Vegas, because casinos don't make money from people walking around, they make money from people playing, and the Luxor wasn't designed around that. It was designed as an experience, not a gambling machine, and that difference cost millions. Millions spent, and then removed. To fix the problem, the resort doubled down. They invested more, bigger attractions, more shows, more technology, but it didn't work. Because the core issue wasn't missing features, it was the design itself. So one by one, things started disappearing. The indoor river, removed. The attractions, shut down. The immersive experiences, gone. All the things that made the Luxor unique were slowly erased. Imagine building something that ambitious, only to remove everything that made it special. The truth about the pyramid. At some point, reality became impossible to ignore. The pyramid wasn't just different, it was inefficient. Huge sections of space couldn't be used properly. Maintenance costs were higher than normal buildings. Operations were slower, harder, more expensive. So they made a decision. They built standard hotel towers next to it, normal buildings, straight walls, traditional rooms, and those buildings performed better. That's when the truth became clear. The Luxor's biggest strength was also its biggest weakness. The reputation that made things worse. Over time, something else started happening. Stories, incidents, accidents, events that people began to connect to the hotel. And slowly, a reputation formed. Some people started calling it cursed. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter, because perception becomes reality. And once a place gets that kind of reputation, it sticks. People talk, stories spread, and suddenly the building isn't just a hotel. It's something people feel uncertain about. Even the most famous feature couldn't survive. The Luxor had one thing that stood above everything else: the sky beam. A vertical light shooting into the sky, one of the strongest beams ever created. It became a symbol, recognizable instantly. But even that came with problems. Massive energy consumption, heat issues, constant maintenance. And eventually, it had to be scaled back. What was once a record-breaking feature became another cost to manage. The decision that changed everything. Then came a major shift. When MGM Resorts International took over, they made a bold decision. Remove the theme. The Egyptian identity was slowly stripped away. Decor removed. Exhibits closed. Design elements replaced. The idea was simple. Make it more modern, more neutral, more efficient. But something unexpected happened. It lost its identity. Now the Luxor feels split. Outside, it still looks iconic. Inside, it feels like a regular hotel, and that contrast makes the problem even more obvious. The Luxor today. Today, the Luxor still exists, still standing, still operating, but it survives differently. Lower prices, budget travelers, people looking for affordability, not experience. Because in a city like Las Vegas, being average is dangerous. There are too many options, too many newer, better, more efficient places, and the Luxor feels stuck between what it was and what it tried to become. The real reason it failed. The Luxor didn't fail because it was boring. It failed because it was too ambitious. It tried to redefine what Las Vegas could be, and for a moment, it almost succeeded. But ambition without practicality doesn't last. And when they tried to fix it, they removed the very thing that made it unique. Where it stands now. Today, the Luxor is in a strange position. Too iconic to demolish, too flawed to fully fix. It still attracts attention, still draws curiosity, but it no longer leads. It survives. And that might be the most interesting part of the story, because sometimes failure doesn't mean disappearing. It means existing, without direction. The Luxor is more than just a hotel. It's a reminder that bold ideas can succeed, but only if they work in reality, because design matters, function matters, and when those two don't align, even a billion-dollar pyramid can't save itself.